Good morning, YouTube. It is currently 5:41. I've just guessed that, but I think I'm right. Today's video is going to be me living exactly according to my Google Calendar. Because sometimes I'm a little bit over optimistic with my Google Calendar and I set myself too many jobs. And today is going to be unrealistic. Today is going to look a little bit crazy work-wise, but I'm going to live it exactly as my Google Calendar looks. So let me explain how my Google Calendar is set up and why it's set up like that. Right, I'll bring it up on screen here, hopefully. Let's hope my editing skills can handle that. So you'll see, I've got a little bit of like a morning period at the moment where I wash my face, do my teeth, go for a quick little walk, meditate, and then grab a coffee. Then I go straight to the gym. Today is a upper body day at the start of my week. This is probably one of my favorite training days at the moment, and it's one of the most important ones for me as well because it's first in the week and it's week points, so it's pretty much like a delt and arms day, which is actually pretty fun. And then if you look for the rest of the day, fuck, I'm not looking forward to it. It's just uni work back to back. That's because I'm currently in my Easter period and I've got a whole maths dissertation due in about 8 weeks' time that I haven't started. And I've got a whole exam period in around 7 weeks' time that I haven't prepped for. So we've got a lot of work to be doing. And the second underlying reason why I'm living according to my Google Calendar today is when my clients are struggling to get their sessions in and they're procrastinating on them, they're not turning up and they're not executing on those sessions like they want to, but they just kind of feel like they're running out of time. I'm going to show you today that time is never the problem, it is priority. It is never ever time, right? So many guys are just like, oh, I just don't have time at the moment, I'm so busy. If you had somebody following you around, as in tagging around behind you, holding onto your t-shirt, following you everywhere, you would realize that you do have time. It's just a case of what you're doing with that time. So today is going to be completely unrealistic, but it's also going to show you how much shit you can actually get done in a day if you put your head to it and you don't doom scroll. So effectively, you guys on YouTube are the person that's following me around today, holding onto my t-shirt going, are you doing it? So enjoy. Right, just back from work. I've not been working. Just back from our walk, and unbelievably, we are already running behind on the unrealistic Google Calendar. So the Google Calendar had us going to the gym at 6. It's now 10 past, and I still need to meditate and make up my pre-workout shake before I leave. So we're probably going to be in the gym for 6:30, and my session isn't too long, and I have got 2 hours allocated for training, so I think I'll be able to catch up time in the gym. But it may mean that I'm not able to film absolutely everything in the gym. That's me making bullshit excuses. It just means that I'm not going to be able to have the super long rest times that I usually do because I'm a lazy bugger in the gym. But now I'm going to quickly meditate. I'm not going to show you that on YouTube because I don't know how you would show somebody that on YouTube. It'd be a bit weird. Imagine if I just plonked the camera here and just zoned out for a minute. If you guys carried on watching that, then you're either a real one or a weird one. But yeah, I'm going to do that quickly. Evie's making me a coffee downstairs. Then we're heading to the gym, and then we're into uni work pretty much for the rest of the day. Unbelievably, I did record me making breakfast and making my pre-workout shake, but I forgot to put the microphone on. So you can enjoy me, watching me just chat to myself, literally at 6 a.m. like I'm a lunatic, preaching about how I've burnt my toast and how peach squash is the best thing on this planet. But I'm actually talking to nobody right here. It's quite embarrassing, but decided to put it in anyway. Right, we have arrived at the gym. And as I said last time, I do want to show you guys my training, but unfortunately I care about my training too much to record everything because it would take an hour and a half. So I'm going to give you an overall view of the day. It's a chest and delt focused upper day. So at the moment, I'm trying to bring up my chest and delt, right? A chest and delt, just the one, not both. No, chest and delts. And arms as well. I've got one back exercise in today, so the back volume is literally minimal. I've just got a T-bar row, but this day is really focused on bringing up delts, chest, arms, and things like that. So during the session, I'll try and record as much as I can. I won't get any talking head clips because when I do that, people in the gym are like, he's talking to a camera. So I won't be doing that. I will voice over the whole thing though, so that you guys can get a good idea of what I'm up to and why I'm doing it as well, because I have started with a new coach, Dirk, who kind of looked at my physique and went, lats, good. Hamstrings, good. Chest, okay. Delts, okay. Arms, calves, quads, shite. So that's what we're working on. But yeah, I'm gonna go get my session in. I'll record as much of it as I can. So to run you through my session, we started off straight away with an incline chest press, right? Usually I'd say if you're trying to bring up a muscle group, you want to be training that early on in your session. So that's why I'm hitting this first. This is a chest press that I have never used this before, so this is the first mesocycle that I'm actually running it in. Getting on with it well. It's hard to keep it away from my front delts and really get my upper chest involved, but I think after a couple of weeks it'll be feeling great. As you can see here, I've got a little bit of an imbalance. My right arm could do another 2 reps, but my left failed on that. But that's the case for so many guys, and it's much less of a concern than people make it out to be. Not that big of a problem. Also, I'm guessing that you guys spotted me catching myself in the mirror looking huge right there. Next, I moved on to a chest fly, well, partial chest fly. So you'll notice I'm not actually bringing these dumbbells the whole way up. Well, I did on that rep, but that's because it's the end of the set. And I'm supersetting that with dumbbell presses. And this is the best way to embarrass yourself in the gym, because there's nothing more embarrassing than somebody walking in and seeing you fail on the 12.5 kilo dumbbells, like as this woman just did, bless her. Oh, bless me. Super embarrassing. But the stimulus that I'm getting for my chest from this is unreal. So I'd recommend trying it out, and you really don't need that much weight for it. T-bar row is the one back exercise that I had in this session. I had 3 sets of this, and when I finished each set, I actually moved into partial reps here as well. So really milking that length and range right at the bottom. Then I had my shoulder work or my delt work, right? So I had some dumbbell lateral raises here. Now these are not very effective at all at hitting my delts in the lengthened range, so really stretching my delts out, but they are brutal at hitting them in the shortened. So in other words, it gets a load of blood into your delts and makes them really pumped, but doesn't necessarily kill them off that much. So after those dumbbell lateral raises, I actually went and moved over to the prime lateral raise, which hit them in the lengthened range. Here you can see me doing some cable Bayesian curls, so I've moved on to my arm work here, and yeah, this Bravo setup is brutal. We've also got a brief interlude from Evie, and she dances in front of my camera just to piss me off, right? But what she doesn't know is I have the balls to put it in my YouTube video. So yeah, welcome to the YouTube Evie. I think she actually features a little bit later on as well, being an absolute rascal. So keep your eyes out for that. Then we moved on to some tricep extensions. I'm not getting on with these just yet. My elbows are a little bit iffy, but with every exercise, right, it takes more than 1 week to know if it's an exercise that you should keep in or not. So with every single one of these exercises, I keep them in for at least 6 to 8 weeks before I move on. Well, I'll also quickly run you through my physique shots at the moment. So this is 8 months and 3 weeks of gaining. So I worked out the other day, since my competition prep, it's now been over 8 months of gaining, and look at my waist, it's still pretty damn tight, right? Yes, there's body fat on there. Yes, I'm not seeing as many lines, still seeing bicep veins and things like that. But for the most part, there's a little bit more body fat on there at the moment. But I'm happy with that. That's what gaining muscle as a natty looks like. We are back from the gym. Oh, there's a car pulling up right beside me. Don't want to be an awkward guy. We're back from the gym, and so far we're only running half an hour behind, which isn't great. Session took a little bit longer than I thought, and also waking up this morning, I was a little bit slow. I was a bit groggy, not very clear on what I needed to be doing. So it's on me, and what this tells me is when I set my Google Calendar up, I always make it almost too strict initially, and then in the coming weeks, I start to plan in more procrastination time, more time for lunches, more time for training and things like that, and the gaps get bigger and I make it more realistic. But initially, I start with one that is hyper realistic. I think I should probably start the other way around so that I'm not almost feeling like I'm failing. I should start with it on the easier end and then work it up towards being pushing me for productivity. So you learn as you go, right? But this is how I'm just trying to show you as best I can how I use Google Calendar and how I think it's such a useful tool. Let me just, no, it's not blurry. Right, sound. Right now, plan of action is quick shower, quick breakfast, and then I've got to do my biggest task, which I've been procrastinating for months, which is my maths dissertation. What I've been telling myself on the way back, because I've been procrastinating starting this for months, is once I've done this first session, all of the sessions after that are going to get easier, but I just need to take the hurdle and get the first one done. So I'm going to try and avoid all procrastination, avoid any kind of distractions. I'm going to go in there, have a shower, make breakfast, which is going to be a 1,000-calorie smoothie, and get straight into the maths project. I want to be sat at my desk doing the maths project by no later than 9:20. It's 9 right now, so we'll see if I can make that. To be fair, we did get close, but we didn't quite hit it, so it's 21 minutes past 9. Showered, breakfast is ready, so I'm having simple as, I was going to make a smoothie, but then our smoothie maker started setting on fire, so I had to go for a plan B, which is a bowl of crunchy nut, and a protein shake. Simple as that. And also I've got my sad light on just to get some artificial sunlight, and also because it helps me work better. Absolute placebo, but I'm all here for it. It is now time for you. Wait a second, let me just clip my microphone. 2 secs. Here we go. Yeah, it's time for you, and I'm pointing at my phone here to get in the fucking box. So this is my time lock box where you put your phone in it, you set a time, and you literally can't get into it. It's more so not the actual act of locking your phone away, but it's the act of just putting in a barrier in place so that I can't actually access it, can't actually scroll. And for me, a big thing that I do is I keep my phone out of my environments that I want to either chill in or I want to work in. So for example, my office, I do my absolute best to keep my phone out of my office at all times, because the last thing I want to do is confuse working with scrolling on Instagram. Same thing with the bedroom. I won't put my phone in the bedroom because I don't want to be lying in bed when Evie wants attention, or I'm meant to be reading or meant to be chilling out and I've got my phone there. So keeping the phone out of the environment is the first step. Second step that I do is lock it the fuck up, and it makes it impossible for you to scroll on it, right? Saying that, I am procrastinating now by talking to you. So get in the box, I will see you in 2 hours time. Block number 1 done, which was maths project. Awful. I've got a lot of catching up to do on that. We're currently on a quick coffee break, so I've just made myself a coffee, and we're about to get into general physics now. The time is 11:33, so running a little bit behind, but the next time you'll see me, I will be on a lunch break. So I'm going to do general physics now for an hour, get as many questions done as I can, go and have a lunch break, and then after lunch, I think it's cosmology or viscous fluid flow. 2 seconds and I'll tell you. It's viscous fluid flow. So yeah, we're going to push everything back by around half an hour today on the Google Calendar. And it just means that my chill with Evie, instead of starting at 7 p.m, it's going to have to start at 7:30. But yeah, I'm going to get straight back into it. And this is also, I wanted to show you, right, I'm building up my Google Calendar at the moment. So today I packed it out for this YouTube video. But as I go through days like this and I realize what's achievable and what isn't, I'll then start to make these events a little bit longer to kind of accommodate with that. So you'll see I've just got a loose plan for tomorrow, and I've got main calls that I have weekly and things like this, like jiu-jitsu's in there. But as I realize how much more time that I'll need, I'll make these jobs a little bit, I'll make these events a little bit shorter. But having it planned out like this can change your day from being, right, I know what I'm doing, to, oh, I'm just going to mosey out of bed, going to walk over, switch the TV on, watch a bit of Match of the Day. And this is what I find myself doing, and this is why the Google Calendar is so fucking important. But there's one thing that I would really say is essential, and that is scheduling in downtime, right? So lunch and chill, client work and content, that is chill work, and then chill with Evie. So you need to schedule in those chill times. Don't expect yourself to go hell for leather throughout the day like I have a little bit today. That's just on me. When you're doing this for the first time, schedule in a good hour to watch an episode of Netflix. And that means that when you're in a work block, it's time to work and you've got the chill to look forward to afterwards. But yeah, enough talking, I need to get back to work. So now it's literally going to be chicken breast, packet of rice, avocado, and maybe some salad or stuff like that with this sauce, which I know I've mentioned on every YouTube video so far, but I'm in love with the stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna make that now. And then I'm actually, while that's cooking, I'm gonna do a bit of form feedbacks for my clients because I haven't got back to them so far today. Skip lunch and go straight into the next work block so that I can try and catch up a little bit from what I missed out on earlier. But yeah, I'll take a photo or I'll show you guys when this is made up, because I swear to God, the amount of times that I've posted a meal, which is literally chicken and rice, and had somebody go, bro, DM me the recipe. It's like, fucking hell, I'm not doing that. You literally cut the chicken up, you put Cajun seasoning on it, you put it in the air fryer, you put the rice in the microwave, you chop the veggies, and you eat it. I'm not writing that down for somebody. I'm not. I refuse.
Hi, I'm Evie. Ollie has actually stole both my tripod and my microphones for this video, and I thought I would bring it to your attention that he is a thief. A class A thief. And you should not be watching him on YouTube, because in watching him, you are a witness to this crime. I hope you know that. Stop watching. You're a witness. A witness. You're a witness.
Look what Evie did for me. What a superstar. What a superstar. What a superstar. God, that would make Eddie happy. We just finished viscous, and now we've only got one block left, which is cosmology questions, which I'm not sure how long these sheets are, but hopefully I'll be able to get one sheet done. If I can do one sheet in each of these blocks, then technically when I've done 7 shifts of each one, I'll be fully caught up, which should be done in 2.5 weeks time, which is perfect in time for me to go back to Easter. So that's why I like Google Calendar. You can kind of segment and break things down. If I was to attack this all in one go, I'd be sick. But also, on a more exciting note, look at what's just arrived. iPhone 15, I think it's the Pro Max, business expense. So this is going to be used for YouTube content, Instagram content creation. So whenever you see my content going out from now on, it'll be in high quality. Evie bought a camera, but it's too much of a faff for me. I like having it on my phone. I got a 256 gig one as well, so that I can do a lot of editing on there. All of my video stuff is all in one spot, and I can do it, you know, I can take it wherever. So very excited to get that rolling. And it also, I'll be completely honest, it gave me a bit of a, oh my God moment. Because I remember when I was younger and I was working as a waiter, and I was thinking, my God, if I wanted to buy something like this, and I'd have to save up for 4 weeks and not spend anything. Like I was earning 200 quid, 300 quid a week if I was lucky. So it'd be 4 weeks without spending a single penny to afford something like that. And I'm just forever grateful that the job that I'm doing and the business that I'm growing allows me to, obviously that's a business expense, but it allows me to buy things like that. And I'm not a material person. I don't care about my car. I don't care about my house, and well, house a little bit more, but I don't care about material things like clothing. You have to force me to buy new clothing, but when I get the opportunity to buy something like that is brand new off the shelf, it's going to help me push my business forwards, and it's an investment that I can make. Obviously the majority of the revenue that I get at the moment goes straight back into the business, but something like that, it's like half business, half personal. Forever grateful for this position, and trust me, we're not slowing down anytime soon. All right, fellas, that is the craziness done. Look at me, fucking tucked up here in this cozy blanket. Finished all the uni work, but yeah, just to give you guys an update, the reason I'm pushing so hard right now is because this is my last ever exam period. As soon as I'm through this, we're gone, right? We're gone. Me and Evie are going to live somewhere sunny. In January latest, we're going to go live in Dubai. This is the last bit of education I'm ever going to have to do, and if I nail this last exam period, I'll be able to finish with the first, but I do need to pull it out of the bag a little bit, and I do need to get a really good result on this last set, so hence why I'm grafting so hard, even though exams aren't for another 8 weeks. So yeah, that's why I'm pushing so hard. But finish all the uni work now. I'm going to go straight back into project tomorrow morning and do like a good 2.5 hour chunk on that tomorrow morning and hopefully make some more progress. Tonight, I'm just going to be finishing up Instagram posts, client work, and chilling with Evie and getting to bed early again so that I can set myself up for success tomorrow. But yeah, also, what do you guys call these? That's an English muffin, right? There's no other word for that. Right, surely. And also, do you guys think they taste a little bit cheesy? Or is it just me? When they're toasting, you actually get like a cheesy smell from them. I think it's just the kind of bread, but maybe I bought the cheesy ones. Have I put, I put peanut butter on the cheesy ones. No, I haven't. I'll check the packet in a bit. Anyway, I'm going to go catch up on Match of the Day because I've missed it from this weekend. Apparently, Wolves absolutely sucked. So, if you didn't know, I'm a Wolves fan, by the way. So, that's going to be good fun catching up on. Yeah, great. Right, guys, I am going to wrap the video up here because I don't want it to become too long. You will notice that the voice that's speaking now is not matching the video. That is because I once again forgot to use my mics. I promise I will get better at this YouTube stuff. Just give me some time. But yeah, I appreciate every single one of you watching these videos and supporting. Please subscribe. I'm saying that because I've heard other people say that subscribers are important. So please do that for me. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video today. And I've got one last thing to ask you. So I've got one question left to ask you before you finish watching. So instead of just going, give me some general ideas as to what to watch for my next video, as to what to make for my next video, I actually want you to decide which one you want to see. So I've got 3 options for my next video. First one is how I have grown 50-inch lats. So a complete breakdown of my back training over the years, how it's progressed, what I've changed, and how they are my best body part. Option number 2 is me running through my plan for my whole life. I'm talking business goals. I'm talking breaking it down into what revenue targets I want to hit by when, the size of the business that I want to hit by when, the team that I want to have behind me. Also my personal goals, so within bodybuilding, what I want to achieve for my next competitive season, what I want to achieve in the future. So really breaking down where I want my life to go and how I'm acting in a way that will get me there. So I'll break it down, put it into a Google Calendar, show you exactly how I've planned everything out. I think that could be a cool video. And then the third one is a 5,000 calorie eating challenge. And you might think, well, that's not that much. And that's because a 5,000 calorie day eating challenge is just my normal day of eating. So I'm not going to be doing some stupid eating challenge. I think they promote an unhealthy relationship with food, and they also, I don't feel right doing it. It wouldn't benefit my training. It wouldn't be in line with my kind of methodologies around food. So I won't be doing a 10,000 calorie day eating challenge, but a 5,000 calorie day eating challenge is what I'm eating every day anyway. So if you want a in-depth breakdown of how I get 5,000 calories in every day, more than happy to do that. So pick your favorite choice, put it in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video, which will be the one that you choose.